We are live. Welcome. Got Kevin with me. Welcome to Anything is Possible. It's Tuesday Tips, March 21st. Before I forget, just want to state, so anyone popping in here to watch this on the recording later, we are going to talk about the PA Mentor Youth Fishing Day, which is this Saturday. Let me look at the date. I don't want to give out any wrong dates. Saturday is the 25th, so March 25th, 2023. We're going to go over the details and answer any questions. So if you're watching this later and you have a question on PA Mentor Day, send me a message, comment on the video, and I'll do my best to get you a good answer. What's going on, everyone? See, it looks like Dwight might be here. Who else? Somebody else stopped by. I think 351 was in earlier. Let's get, you guys hear me all right? How's the audio, visual? Tuesday night, popped in a couple minutes early. Tim, what's going on, buddy? All good here. It's starting to be spring weather. Oh, yeah. Good, cool, Dwight. Thank you. Hey, Chad, thanks for coming in. So we did pretty good this week as far as subs. Hold on. I just hit the wrong button there. We're doing pretty good on subs. We don't really try too hard at it, but we keep an eye on it and view. But we're up to, what are you doing over there?
I gotta go play.
You're going out? All right. See you, buddy. We have like 620 or something. We got like 40 subs this week and just been putting out a bunch of shorts. And we try to keep our shorts real current. So we just take short videos on our phone of like, us out fishing, things that may not fit into the longer version of our films, but some that do. And seems like we got a lot of new people following and tracking us down. Let's see. It's good. Sounds good. The fishing channel. Thanks for coming in, bud. Appreciate it. You just got home from setting minnow traps. What kind of minnows you trying to trap? Kevin just came up to the house with black nose dace, chubs, and a whole bunch of tadpoles. So tadpoles I made him let go. Not supposed to. Well, I think you can keep tadpoles. Can't keep frogs yet, but I'm going to let them go anyway. He feeds some of them to his turtles, and these guys are too small for bait. So he only keeps a couple for bait and puts in. We have 3 turtles. We have 2 painted turtles and a musk turtle. All of them. Well, the painted turtles are maybe 3-4 inches now. The musk turtle is like the size of a quarter. And then we have a huge sunfish. It's over 10 inches now. He's an enormous sunfish. He was supposed to be food for the turtle, but the turtle never ate him. So now he just got huge. Going pike fishing. Nice. That should work real good. Did you get some big ones? Are you just setting them? Oh, I guess you don't have nothing yet. Hopefully we'll get some bigger ones in there. Supposed to be some rain coming. So I was going to talk, when I talk about Mentor Day, I was going to kind of go over our setup for trout season on Saturday. But with the high water coming, thought I'd take a second to tell you what our approach is going to be. If it's high water, my go-to bait is going to be like a size 8 hook with a big old night crawler. And this would be for creeks and murky water and some like a power egg, because my experience to catch the stockies, I'm talking stock trout here, when the water's murky and muddy, they still bite just fine. So you have to adjust the weight, get it down there. They might not be in the main body of the water where you'd expect them. They might be off to the sides a little bit more, especially if they're just stock. They might be way out of the current altogether. But my experience, you throw a night crawler with power egg and you get, the weight's the big challenge, is to get the weight just right. They'll bite. And they might not hook, they might not catch them on all the normal little finesse stuff that you would normally use. Like the trout magnets may not work in the murky water so well. So that's my 2 cents on that before I forget. Bud Files, thanks for coming in. Dibbin, what's going on, bud? What's going on? So yeah, I guess we can start in before I wait too long. Mentor Day is this Saturday. Mentor Day is a day a little controversial for some anglers. Some anglers find it really frustrating that some punk kid gets to go out in the water and fish before the adults do. And some people do take advantage of it. So part of the reason I wanted to go over the rules was to make sure that everyone's on the same page on what you're actually supposed to be doing on Mentor Day. So Youth Mentor Day, it's for kids under the age of 16. That's what this day is about. It's from 8 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. So at 7:30 p.m., Mentor Day is over, and you cannot trout fish the following day. You can't trout fish the following week until the following Saturday when statewide opening day comes into play. This is Pennsylvania. Don't have the time to research every other state, so this is very biased to just Pennsylvania, and I apologize for that, but I just want to make sure it's accurate, and I'm only confident on Pennsylvania right now. Mentor Day is free to fish for children, but you do need a Mentor Youth permit. That's totally free. I put the link. I think I put it over here. Let me make sure. I tried to pin it up there. I thought I pinned it up there. I'll put it right here. That's the link to the website that has all the information. And on that site is a link to get the license that you need for the youth. Now, I'm not crazy about it because it asks you all the personal information of the children, which I don't agree with, but what are you going to do? You know, if you want to, I guess they're going to get it anyway in a couple of years when they have to get their license. But so I wanted to tell you that there's two things you can do to get the kid legal for Saturday. Now, if you don't have either of these two things, I don't know how hard the conservation officers are going to be coming after kids with, adults that day. I really don't know. But I'm going to go over the rules. Mentor Youth Permit is totally free. They're also, you'll see this voluntary youth fishing license almost on the same link. It might be on the same link, actually. Now, that is not free, but it's considered a donation, $2.97. So don't be confused when you're like, oh, I have to buy something. No, you can get a permit just for that day, which is totally free. But you do have to put in a bunch of personal information to get it done. Let's see. The adult that is with the kid must be licensed. So if you're fishing with the kid or taking a kid out, the adult needs to be licensed. The adult can fish with the child. That's another commonly confused subject. They are allowed to fish. The adult cannot keep any fish. The adult has to be near the child. Can't be around the bend or 2 miles away. You've got to be with the kid. And you can't be with a group. You're not supposed to be taking out youth groups on this day. This is about 1 or 2 kids with their adult supervisor or parent. A child can keep 2 trout that day. Kid has to have the trout. Can't be carrying around the kid's trout. The child is supposed to be able to fish almost on his own. So again, if you're sitting there next to your daughter or son who's 2 and can barely cast, I don't know if they're going to come after you. But these rules, I'm sure, are there to prevent somebody from dragging the kid out that doesn't want to fish at all and is not taking part at all, no effort, just so that they can go out and fish and claim to fish that day. I'm sure you've all seen these people out in public, and unfortunately, that's why these rules are put in place to keep that, riffraff under control. I think I covered it there. If you guys got questions, put it in the chat. I'm going to scroll and get caught up. Let's see. All righty. StreamYard stinks as far as keeping up on these, keeping up with the flow of the chat. It kind of you got to hit next and then it just flies by. So if I miss anyone, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. That fishing channel, thanks for sharing us out. Appreciate that. Deer Corner, good evening. Thanks for coming in. So that's my quick 2 cents and rundown on the Youth Mentor Day. As far as our approach, I told you, like, this Saturday looks like heavy rain, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I didn't see anything with them extending to another day. I saw a lot of people asking about maybe pushing Mentor Day back. I doubt that's going to happen. It's just too much planning and effort goes into that day. I'm sure staffing, there's too many things at play. So take the kid out in the rain. They'll survive. There's a lot of lakes too. Look on your stocking schedules. Look for your county. There's lakes. If you can't find a stocked lake near you, some of the ponds in your local towns also get stocked, even though they're not on the state websites. So try to ask around. If you're in Montgomery County or even Bucks or something and you're stuck, message me. Try to help you out without blowing out spots. Head to lakes if it's high water. And if you're stuck in the water, if you're in the current and you don't have any other options, like I said, I'm going go big because I'm not going to be able to see, and they're going to be using their scent more. So I'm going to use big worms and power bait combined on one hook. You're going to need more weight to get it down. But also, depending on the creek, near me, some of the creeks, you can head upstream up to and it only works maybe 2 or 3 of the streams in Montgomery County. I found that you can get up into the headwaters. The northern range where it's stocked, the water's a lot narrower and it seems to rise slower and not as much. So, 10 miles of creek can look completely different how it reacts to rain. I'm going to take this. I'm going to unplug I think I'm fully charged here. I'm going to unplug my computer because I'm on my computer tonight and attempt to show you. I'm in the other room. I've got most of my trout stuff set up. I'm going through and trying to get it organized for Saturday. So maybe I'll go out and show you that. I hope I don't lose the whole feed here. Disconnecting the mouse and the power. I should be semi-mobile. Going for a walk. Sorry about the bounciness. Let's see here. All right, you know what? I'm going to put this down and come around the other side. Bear with me. Bear with me a second. All right, that doesn't look too bad. Hopefully you can hear me. I'll just talk a little bit louder. Let me go shut the door. Be right back. All right. So let me try to do this in order. I usually try to, we have this huge backpack that we usually take out fishing, and we'll have that in the car. But for trout, we usually try to consolidate everything into a 2-sided box that we can fit in a pocket. So all this stuff that I'm going to show you on the table, I'm going to pick from that and put it in here, and that's what we're going to carry out with this. For trout, especially if you're going to release, we use this net right here with the soft bottom. Find that really helpful for releasing fish. And it's really good at not getting your hooks snagged if you use that like nylon netting. It's not good for the gills of the fish. And it's horrible for getting your hook out. So even if if you're just keeping the fish and you don't care so much, if it's going to hurt the fish, you're going to keep it anyway. It doesn't matter. Those nets are worth it just for getting your hook out. That's right, Trout. You told me you were taking your little guy out. That's awesome, man. If you got any questions, the link has all the information I put out there, but ask me too. And sometimes the way their rules are, it takes a couple people to figure it out. Aiden, what's going on? Is this your? I know Aiden's young too. I can't remember if he's over 16 or not, but this might be one of his last ones. Fishing line. I usually go 4-pound fluorocarbon for trout and stockies. Mono, for a beginner, I'd say go mono. It doesn't tangle as much and it's pretty darn good, but go light, 4 pounds. And I carry an extra one because inevitably you put new line on opening day and you get out there, you snag it and you like, or you get a knot way down in the reel. I've been there before. You want to be able to keep rolling. You want to be able to re-spool if you have to on the spot. So I always have one of those in the car. These are the little floats that I'll use. This is like a little trout. I think it's made by Trout Magnet. I could be wrong about that. I use these, and it has like a little crease in it that you put the line through, and then the little stopper. That way you can adjust it, and you can run the weight, the bobber here, the line down maybe 18 inches with like a worm or power bait or mealworm off of the bottom. I like these because it's quick. You can raise it up around the line real quick, super light, reactive, which being small, it reacts really well to tiny little taps. You can't use those like big bobbers you see in like commercials and stuff because the trout just don't move it enough and you miss the strike. Thingamabobbers, if you know what those are actually my favorite. I think I only have one left though. They're same idea, but it's plastic and it's filled with air. So they're really light and they're really reactive. And they're also really good to throw on the fly rod, which is what I use them for. Aiden said he's 15. This is his last year he can do the mentor day. Live it up, man. Yeah, Travis, I was just talking about rain on Saturday, and I was going over some of the dirty water approaches and high water approaches. So we might have to go over to the packed pond and lake here. So for weight, weight's very important. And like I said, you got high water. So I always take a mix of these little split shots, all different sizes, and I'll throw it in like an empty, if you're old enough, film container works. For the younger folks, Trout Magnet can, something like that you can put in one pocket and have miscellaneous sizes of these because it's important to not put too much and to put just enough. So that's that. I also use these guys for weight. These are for fly fishing, but I use them for all type of fishing, but they're tiny, tiny little split shot. My back's going to hurt. I'm like, I'll bend over on my pool table. I don't know if you can even. And that's like the biggest size in that container. And they go down 2, 3. They go down 5 sizes smaller. I can't even put the small ones on, honestly. I can't, like, my fingers don't work with them. My go-to, if there's one bait I'm going to use or one lure I'm going to throw, it's always the Trout Magnet. It's my go-to. I use these guys here. It's a 1/64 ounce. And you get a little jig head and the little forked tail. I love this. And you can switch colors all day long to keep them hitting it. And you can even take off the rubber and put, a worm or power bait or even I probably showed you this before, or even like a power worm onto the jig head. So these are very versatile. That's my go-to almost always. I always start the day with something that you have confidence in, and then you can cover some water with. Kevin, he's not sure what he's going to go with, but his confident lure for opening day is a Mepps Zero spinner, the Aglia type. Nothing, no tail on the end, nothing fancy, size 0. He is a killer with spinners. I don't know what it is, but he can hook up on a spinner better than I can. Aiden said, I'm going to hit French Creek. I should probably be able to spot the golden trouts out less than an inch of rain Thursday. Okay, if it's less than an inch, that might actually improve things. I thought it looked like more. Plastic minnows. Travis said uses plastic minnows. Awesome. Aiden said he starts with power worms. Rooster tails for Jerry. Yeah, and go through the spinners. Like I've got a Joe's Fly spinner. And I try to get a variety. Some are a little bit heavier so I can cast further. Or if the water's murky, I might decide to throw those. Joe's Flies make some really good lures for trout. So Jerry, if you haven't tried those, try them because they don't have a rooster tail, but the end actually has like a fly, like you'd use for fly fishing. They're deadly, really good. Zero Meps, but the black. Sometimes they're not hitting the silver and they hit the black. Just some of my lures. Talking about casting far or in deep current. This is a Joe's fly, but a lot heavier with a big fat blade. The bigger the blade, the more flash it puts out, but also the slower the retrieve will go. And it keeps it up nice and high instead of it getting snagged on the bottom. So even though it's heavy, it doesn't dive real deep. This is just some miscellaneous lure that I picked up at a shop, and it looks like a bumblebee. And every once in a while, I put this on and immediately catch a trout out of a spot I haven't seen a trout. So I don't know. There's something special about that design. I like to throw that in. Everything else is pretty much redundant. I do have a blue fox in there. Hey, I see a pink wave hand, and that's Ted from Off the Hook. What's going on, buddy? Got the pavilion done. Yep. You still up at deer camp? I'm trying to figure. I moved out to the pool table. Now I don't have a mouse. I'm trying to make sure I'm caught up on chat here. Aiden said he loves those. Jerry, they look cool. Joe's flies. Here's one in the box. Wait, let me hold it this way. I don't know if you can see because of that thing on the bottom of the screen. They call it a short strike on some of them. And what that is, I'll show you here in detail. And these are why these are so deadly. You've got the regular like hook right here, right? And that's like a single hook. But then in the fur, in the little tail here, there's a tiny little treble hook, which is really hard to, I don't know if you can see that. There's another little tiny, and a trout and a lot of fish, they'll do this little tiny nip on the back. And a lot of times you'll hook them right on that little tiny treble, almost every time actually. So I think that's one of the reasons it's so good. And you'll notice with a bucktail, sometimes you'll get short strikes. You're not catching the fish, but all of a sudden you feel something. Sometimes it's worth trimming that bucktail just a little bit too with scissors, and you might end up getting one. I throw a jerk bait in all the time just because that action sometimes gets them. Even though that's really big for like a 10-inch trout, stockies are very aggressive and they go after each other because they're used to competing for food and everything. So a lot of times that'll work just fine. Another bait that I can throw on the trout magnet would be like a rubber hellgrammite. One of my favorites. I like to use these guys just like I do with trout magnets. Let me get this open. These are jigs. Little tiny handmade jigs. That's from Double Hook Angling. You've probably seen me put out his channel before. He's got a YouTube channel and he's got an awesome website we can buy the jigs from. And I use those jigs kind of like a trout magnet. I'll throw some of the rubbers on there. I'll throw some baits on there. I'll jig them without anything. I'll jig them under the floats. They're just very versatile. And honestly, they're the sharpest hooks I have. Like I haven't found any hooks sharper than those. So I like using those. That covers almost all my lures. Like I said, I try to keep it simple. They have to fit in this box. I've got lots of lures at home, but I don't want to get stuck trying new stuff out when I'm elbow to elbow with people. And I'm not even going into fly stuff tonight. I'm keeping that. I'm keeping the fly fishing out of this conversation right now. For Mentor Day, I think I'm going to take a fly rod out so I can fish with Kevin, and then we can swap once in a while, and he can fish with the fly rod and go back and forth. Yeah, Ted, I don't know. Ted said blue foxes are my favorite. I just haven't had the luck with them. It's whatever he used to. Like my dad only fished like Zero Meps. I don't think I ever saw him throw a different lure in my life. So it's whatever your confident lure is. And but yeah, blue foxes, I think puts out more vibration. So maybe on a muddy water, that might even work better or something like that. Did Shane come in here? Shane Flint, welcome. Sorry if I missed anybody. I just saw Ted say, hey, Shane. Oh, yeah, there he is. Howdy, y'all. What's going on? What's going on? Joe's flies are trout catching machines. Yes, they are. Ted said, I like to throw those heavy Joe's flies. Yep. Aiden was at Cabela's on Sunday. Everything trout was on sale. I loaded up on Power Bait, Power Arms. Last year, everything was out. You couldn't find anything for trout fishing once the season started here. Like everything was sold out. So I'm a little short on a few things, but you know, I've got everything I need in the basement. I just don't feel like finding it. So I just buy new packets of everything. So if I need to, I need some more hooks, the right size, and I need some more weights, the right size. But I got everything I really need for 100 years here. I just have to get it organized. Pheasant tails are really good too. I agree. Dance87, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in. Yep. Awesome. Let's see what else I got going on here. That covers most of the worms. Power eggs is what I use. If you're fishing in like non-moving current, the pack stuff, the formable stuff works good too. I get frustrated because it falls off the hook unless you're using like the tiny trebles. And I don't want to use that stuff. Like if I catch a small trout, I'd rather just let that go as long as it was hooked like humanely and doesn't swallow it. I don't care what size trout it is. If it's legal and it swallows the hook, we're taking it for food as long as it's legal to do so. That being said, I'd rather take a big one and let the little guys go and catch them another day or let somebody else catch them. Yeah, Aiden, last year, he said they're out of trout hooks up at Cabela's. Last year, I had to order everything online. I couldn't get anything at the stores this time of year. Curbside, thanks for coming in. Just going over here in Pennsylvania, U.S., we have like Mentor Day for trout season. So I'm just going over what I pack up to go out on the local creek. A lot of the same, it would be the same stuff you would use for, any type of panfish, small fish, 12 inches and down, and even larger, really. Pennsylvania weather, I'd throw in the hot hands. And a lot of this stuff is like for adults, you may not need it, you might need it, but when you're taking a kid out, you got to keep the kids comfortable or you ain't going to be out long. So, and honestly, this is not everything I carry. I go heavy because I'm half decent shape. I can carry a lot of weight on my back. I'm used to it. I'll take a stove out and I'll cook scrapple out there in the break. Every opening day, every Mentor Day, I'm on the shoreline cooking up food. It's kind of what I like to do. Let my kid fish while I cook. Aiden said after opening day, everything will be fine. I'm sure. Barely anyone in the aisles. Yeah, everyone's out opening day. That's how it always goes. Glasses, very important to get good polarized glasses if you're new to fishing. Huge for trout. I had a couple experiences later in the season where, we were fishing a spot. And, I went up on the bridge with my glasses and was like, there's no fish here. So we just decided to walk down the stream with our glasses on. And we probably walked like a quarter mile. We were just hiking to see what we could find, not even fishing. And I just spotted trout and we went in there. We caught our limit in like June, all holdovers within a few minutes. So good glasses are so important for trout fishing. So you can see through the water. It cuts that glare. Also good safety for your eyes if you're snagging or you got a kid casting treble hooks around you. If you're keeping the fish, you need a stringer. So lots of different styles, but this is one of the old metal stringers that just latch like that. Now, if you're dealing with small trout, right through the mouth, out the gill works. If you're dealing with bigger trout, you can drill a hole through their lip, like through their jaw, and put it through that way. That's a more secure way of doing it. And it keeps them alive longer, too, if you're going to be out all day. Gloves, it's going to be cold in the morning. Make sure you have gloves for the kids. Maybe a lesser known thing. And if we got any hunters in here, believe me, this is a lifesaver in many ways. Wipes, toilet paper, it happens. A good pair of tweezers that you can use or pliers that you can use for cutting line when you're tying knots and things like that. Also dehooking the fish. I think that's it I wanted to cover here. Try to keep it as simple as possible. Yeah, I'm going to pick up the camera. I'm going to let me make sure no one has any questions on this stuff before I head away. I think we're good here. All right, hang on. It's going to get shaky. I'm going to carry it back into the room. Waders too. If you can fish with waders, I always tell people you want to fish with waders. If you can afford them, if you have them, as soon as you get to the creek that you want to fish, you park in the parking lot, you walk out to the creek, cross the creek, you're already going to be rid of most of the people. Hold on, I got to plug in the power. All right. Yeah, I don't really buy any good equipment with the kid around. When I was guiding, bought all the top of the line stuff because I could justify it. Wow, yeah, Aiden said he got 25. He spent $25 for $200 glasses. That's awesome. You can get some good deals online too if you look around and know what you're buying. But yeah, Aiden said waders are a great thing unless you fall and they fill with water. Most waders, if not all, especially the loose rubber ones, come with like a safety strap. Let me get this off of here. There we go. Almost all of the waders come with like a safety strap. And the purpose of that is you're supposed to tighten it down. So if you fall in, it slows the flow of water down. Because what can happen with chest waders is you can fall in, that water can fill up your waders. And I don't care how hard of a swimmer or good of a swimmer you are, you're going to be in some trouble. Cold water, if you don't have experience with cold water, it doesn't matter the air temperature. What matters is the difference between the air and the water. I've seen people almost drown in the middle of summer just because they're in a spring that's 55 degrees. You won't be able to breathe when you hit that water. Your body will lock up. I'm telling you from experience, I have walked across open rivers at 40 below zero and been fine. And I've been colder here in Pennsylvania, 38 degrees. So it's not about temperature. It's the difference between water and air. And what happens as soon as you get wet. We were just out fishing a couple of weeks ago and Kevin fell in. It was in the 30s that day, but no reason to panic. You just get out, get your stuff together, and you keep moving. You don't stop. Head right to the car. You're working with adrenaline, and your body's warm as it is. It takes a little bit of time to get cold. So I'm not going to go into a whole hypothermia class, but when they teach you these things, there's different scenarios where if you're out in the wilderness and you're stuck out there, well, yeah, you got to strip and then try to, dry off that way and not wear wet clothes. But if you can get somewhere and you have decent shape, you can get somewhere in say 20, 30 minutes, you're better off moving, in my opinion. I don't want to go into that whole line of thinking, but as an ultra extreme weather former athlete, I guess, I can tell you, I've seen guys running with wet shoes at 30 below zero for hours, but now these guys are fit maniacs and they know what their body can do. But my point is you got to get out of that situation. If you don't have a plan to get out and you're sitting there stripping down and watching too many Bear Grylls episodes, you could be in a lot of trouble. So that was quite a tangent from don't fall in the water with waders on. Let's see. Yeah, curbside. You know what? That's really good advice. Don't wear waders in a boat in deep water. That's really good advice. And you know what? Something I've done too, just because, with pouring rain and everything. Now in Alaska, we always wear it because we're hopping in and out. But max is like 8 feet. And, chances are you're not going to be in 8 feet. You're going to drift somewhere else anyway. But yeah, it's really good advice. For kids, you do have the other options of like the single leg waders. They're a lot easier to pop right off too if you get into a problem. Those just kind of slide off on you. Random Jay, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. I think we covered every lecturing bit. I don't like to lecture too much, but I know I do want to have this Tuesday night for like people who don't know about angling or aren't as familiar with it. And I want it to be a place that people come and ask dumb questions to. Because I'm 45 years old and I've worked a lot of jobs, and people are afraid to ask questions. I see it every day in every line of work. And it's amazing what people go through life not knowing. So I want to create a spot where people can come and ask questions and get those answers, or get some, it's not really answers, get somebody else's opinion on it, really. Yeah, what do you got guys going on? How many people are going out for trout? Or if you're in another state, are you already out trout fishing? I guess we'll do a trout fishing episode tonight, or any type of fish. What are you guys fishing for right now? Going to scroll through chat real quick, see if I missed anything. Nothing. Yeah, if anybody does want to come up, I will. Let me get the link I can share out there. Random J, remind me where you are at. I have a horrible memory when it comes to this stuff. Only trout you have are speckled trout. Speckled trout, like saltwater speckled trout. Tim doing the pike, bass, crappie. Nice. Colby, all good, man. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it. Tim's mainly pike fishing. Curbside said, great advice. I'm 47. Every day is a school day. Yeah, you know what? Like, in my line of work, and I hear everybody like, oh, you have to be confident, and you have to. There's so many confident people that are full of baloney. You know, I can't imagine any grown adult gets fooled by somebody acting confident, actually knowing something. There's a lot of dumb, confident people out there just because they sound cool or they, you know, exude confidence. Doesn't make me believe them anymore. They just did brown trout up there, Travis. I think they do that, right? They do the browns in the spring, and then they do the with the bows in the fall. I think I remember that, because remember that one winter I was catching browns up there, and I was trying to figure out when they stocked browns and how long they held over. And I think I was told that they don't stock browns in the fall. Yeah, I know there's rainbows in there, Aiden, but I don't know when they stock what. Southeast Florida. Yeah, so speckled trout, like the ocean. Nice. Man, I'd love to. That's on my list to get down there. Southeast Florida. Spring. Yeah, I wonder that, because you see these, what they stock, but then you see like tiger trout. I've seen a lot of tiger trout coming out like Tolpacan lately. So like, are they just like freaks in the hatchery, or is that something else being stocked that they're just not disclosing? And then I know my head, like, I don't know if it's the camera or my head. Something's not right tonight, but you're going to have to just deal with it. I don't know where these other fish are coming from other than the state, but I know, like, you know, I'm part of Stony Angler, so I know they stock some places as well. So there are redundant places stocking, and like the state will somehow push money back to these organizations, though this year may or may not happen. I understand. Leon Life, thanks for coming in, buddy. Appreciate it. Leon, I haven't seen your live in a couple of days, so I've been getting stuck working in the office more lately. Look at this. So crazy. So I haven't been able to catch up with as many lives, but I am home the next 3 days, so I will definitely be catching up now. Big Golden out of Deep Creek. I rode my bike up there the other night, and I saw a monster. Looked like a bow swimming around, just hanging out. No one's been allowed to fish there, and it looked just like it knew it. It was just like cruising around, chilling. Aiden said he wants to go to Tolpacan soon. Love that creek. Yeah, it's a bunch of tigers coming out. Beautiful too. They had a lot. I think tigers are a cross between brookies and browns, from my understanding. And a couple of them I saw come out of there looked more like brookies like I keep wanting to call him char. Every time I see like a brookie with all that color, I think of Alaskan char. It was all lit up on the bottom with like that orange color and the white tips on the fins like you'd see on a brook trout. It's pretty wild. Curbside is fishing pike and zander right now. Awesome. Fishing Frustrations is in. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to put the link up if anybody wants to jump up. We've done a lot of lecturing. Let me see if I can get the link here. Invite, copy, post. There. All right. Give me 1 minute. I'm going to pin this StreamYard up. Replace pin message. I'll have to remember to go back and unpin that later and pin the other one back up with the website. I just pinned up. If anybody wants to jump on and chat and hang out, I just ask you to keep it family friendly. Nothing personal, but I will have to like knock you out of the window just so that we don't put out the information if you're carrying on. And then I get it. I say some adult things at times, but I try not to do it on this channel. And just make sure I can see your face when you pop up by clicking on the link. There is Fishing Frustrations. I'm going to bring him up on. Let me see what do this way. I think you're up. What's going on, bud? What's going on?
I think everything's working. I'm not sure at the minute.
Yeah, you look good on my end. Got a little bit of a delay, but I think it's working out. Guys, what do you guys think? Fishing Frustration look good on your end? Yeah, don't join us, Aiden, if you're driving. I don't need any more police problems here. Yep.
Well, you got to keep people safe, ain't you?
Yep.
Yeah, well, I mainly popped up because soon in the future, I'm going to be doing 2 giveaways.
Okay.
And I thought I'd let you know about it. One is going to be UK, and the other one is going to be worldwide for my subscribers. And it is going to be drones.
I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to go find your link. So if I'm staring at you weird, it's because I'm not looking in this camera. I want to grab your link and put it up here.
Yeah, no problem. I'm just grabbing the box. I'm not going to try flying them tonight because I'm a bit too drunk. But it's
later. To your defense, it is late in the UK. It's not 7 there.
So I'm going to be having one Vicky F10 drone, which is camera.
Nice.
For a UK giveaway. Then I've got a second one, which I'm going to do for a worldwide giveaway, which includes USA, but not the UK, because I'll already be doing one for the UK, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. And when is this? I missed when this was.
Well, I'll be posting a video.
Okay.
About my camper car I've been building. And that will be the video for the UK to comment on. Well, everyone to comment on, but I'll only take the UK names, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll be doing another video for worldwide to comment on.
Okay. I put your link here in the chat, so anybody isn't connected to Fishing Frustrations. It's over in the UK. Great fishing channel. Check him out. Sub over to him, and he's got some giveaways coming up that you can take part in for sure.
And I'll also be doing stickers as normal. And I do know I still need to send you some stickers. I just don't have your info.
No worry. I got to get more stickers made so that I can send them back. Whoever sends me stickers, but I'm trying not to spend too much money. You end up spending money on everything, and it's not like you're making it back anywhere. So
Yeah. No, well, that's it. It's about 180 for me to send a bunch of stickers over to the USA. Like £1.80.
yeah, it's not too bad to send them, I guess, but you're only like sending one
I
of.
think it's about $2.60 for you guys to send to the UK, something like that.
Yeah.
But it equals out, if you know what I mean, because of
Yep.
the exchange rate.
Yep. Exactly. It's nice. Stole My Thunder. Thanks for coming in. Love that name. Love that. It sounds. I always think of like a horse race, like a horse jockey or something. She Stole My Thunder. Sounds like you'd hear at the racetrack. Awesome name. I think trying to remember the content on the channel. I think it's a channel that has I don't know. I think we got into a discussion about writing and books and things, and I was talking about like poetry. I think I could be totally wrong, but I think that's who that channel is. I'm gonna check them out real quick. I got a bunch of weird hobbies.
Yeah, one thing about me is when I do my giveaways, I will do a UK giveaway, then I will do a worldwide giveaway for my subscribers
Okay.
because it's you worldwide people that help me with, what I mean?
Likewise, I mean it's the UK is for us. It's like a whole nother time zone to like consider because we have so many subscribers. We have to. A lot of them are coming from the UK, and it's like if I release a video at 7 in here, it's 1 in the morning there. So it's actually the reason I moved mine up was just to take that into consideration. Random
Yeah.
J, I'm going to add. I'm going to bring in. Let's see. I got to click this up here. All right. Random J, welcome.
Hey man, how are you
Good to see
doing?
you in the flesh. Good to see you
I
in the
just want,
flesh.
to say I love your channel because everything is original, including your name. Like, are you able to hear me just fine?
Yeah, I can hear you great. Hopefully
All right,
everyone
cool.
else can. I
Um,
appreciate that. Thank
but
you.
any finish possible, and that's awesome stuff, man. You had me then. And
I
what's
appreciate
up,
that.
Blue Eye? What's up, Blue Eyes? How you doing, man?
Yeah, all good, mate. Cheers. How's you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I love to connect with you, man. I'm in Southwest, or sorry, not Southwest. I'm in Southeast Florida, Vero Beach, Florida,
Okay.
and I just trying to connect with you folks and stuff like that. Um, hey, just question real quick, Blue Eyes. Do you ever go fishing for the old Wells catfish, man? The gigantic
I'm looking into going catfishing.
cat?
Um,
Yeah.
I've only recently, well, November last year, I passed my car test. I've got my car, and I've been turning it into a camper,
Yeah.
so I can spend a little bit of time away from home and sleep in my car. Because
Trout
I'm,
Slade. What's going on, Jeff?
Yeah,
I'm
well,
disabled and mentally ill, but I'm allowed to drive.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But any fan going back to earlier what I was talking about, man, like the only trout we got down here, brother, is the speckled trout, like
Speckled.
sea trout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we get them up this way too, but
Yeah.
yeah, you got
Really?
yeah, pretty sure they're out in the Atlantic here. I'm pretty
Oh
sure we get
yeah, in the
them.
Atlantic. Yeah, if they're in
Yeah.
the Atlantic, yeah, indeed,
All right, let me see. I think we can do 4, right? Where's my 4 option? 1, 2,
Yeah,
3. We
that's
got Colby in the basement here.
I didn't I was just watching and I didn't expect to be someone getting tanked right here. Hey, what's up, Colby?
Hey,
Got him in the middle of a gulp.
Yeah.
what's up, guys?
He like, hey, man, I'm
Feel
finishing
free to
drink
share
real
out
quick.
your links, guys. Anyone that's in the chat, yeah, share out your stuff. I'll track everyone down and try to answer any questions people have afterwards too. I know I miss a lot in the chat. It's just too much to see.
No, you're good, man. You're good. I like your videos, anything, and
I appreciate that.
watching your and you got a lot of family stuff too, and that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's my youngest son. That's all he does is like he loves fishing. So it's him and I. And my wife's, when I guided in Alaska, my wife came up and she operated the business with us. So she can outfish a lot of guys, that's for sure. And then my older boy,
Fish.
he doesn't like to be out all day, but he likes to fish too. He likes to do the carp, like sitting down and catfish.
Yeah.
My youngest one likes to run around and stuff like that.
And
Colby, what's going on?
Not much. How are y'all?
Doing good. Doing good.
Chilling, man. Just chilling.
Cool.
I like to fish too.
What do you get? Remind me where you live, Colby, and what do you fish for?
Arkansas and pretty much anything.
We got a pretty good
Arkansas.
widespread here. We got Arkansas, UK, Florida, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, UK,
Ooh,
Florida,
excuse me.
all
Bank
that.
fishing's in the house. What's going on bank fishing?
But yeah, I like to fish almost with anything.
Yeah.
I have a
What's
buddy
the
that
fishing in Arkansas. Like it's all creeks there, right?
yes.
I know. Like
Do
that's
you ever
like
go to
the
the-
Walton family, right? It's down that way.
Do you ever go to the Red River right there, Colby? Like, no,
Nope.
because you can go. You know what they call it, noodling? Like you can go and grab the fish by the gills, man.
Got
I've
any
seen
extra
the
fingers? You
video.
go over there, they'll take care of that for you.
Wait, who is that? Random J or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Random J, man. Random J Adventures,
Florida guy.
Florida man.
Anything, bro? I'm gonna drop down. I came up just to advertise my giveaway.
Awesome. I appreciate you stopping in. I got
Bye.
your link out there.
I'll still be in chat for a while.
Okay. Sounds good, man.
It's like
Have a good
11,
night.
coming up to 11:50 p.m. So yes, I will have to go to sleep soon.
Yeah.
But I just wanted
Blue
you.
Eye, hey, Blue Eye. After this, I'm gonna try to make sure to link up with you, man, and I'm gonna connect with your channel, man. I'll send it.
Yeah, no problem. More than welcome.
Yes, sir.
And as I say, my first giveaway on the drones will be UK only. My second giveaway on the drones will be for subscribers worldwide.
There you go.
Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all.
So everybody stay safe. I'll catch you all in chat because I cannot type and do live stream at the same time. It's very difficult for me.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Right.
Have a good night. Thanks for coming in. Be in chat, I guess.
Chat, thanks very much.
I like
So-
your living room, Random J.
Oh yeah. You see my I roll like that, man. To be honest with
I
you,
know it's just a filter. I know.
it's a green screen.
I know. I thought it was real for me. I was like,
There's
Actually, I didn't even know it was
Drunken
doing
Chef
that.
has like a backdrop like that, but it's real. So that's why I was checking it out. I thought he had a backdrop and it's his kitchen and it's all stainless
Hey,
steel.
you know how I roll like that, man? Shoot, I got money. No, I'm
I mean,
I
I actually
No,
have a really
I-
nice house, but I just use this backdrop to make you think I'm poor.
well, this background is my room / YouTube studio.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. Nothing wrong with that. I
Yeah.
did actually order a green screen so I can do these more, but I didn't even know it was broadcasting like that until you just pointed that out.
Right.
I have no idea how to even turn that off. I don't know why it's doing this.
This over there,
Should be a filter or a setting.
this
Right?
over there is my studio chair. I don't know if y'all could see it.
Wait, is that live? Is that the light coming from your window?
That's the sun coming through, and yeah.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So where I'm at in Florida,
Pitch
it's
black
dark
here.
out. It's damn near dark. Like,
But this
so-
light that you see right here is a
Uh-huh.
galaxy light. That's my YouTube studio light that I use for my videos.
That's cool.
That's cool. I like that. That's cool.
I
My
got
my
a,
older boy would love that.
Have you ever seen Monsters Incorporated or anything from that?
Yep.
I got
Seen
that
that.
kind of light. It's literally See how
it's
it disappears?
it won't let you show
Oh,
us.
that's
Here.
great.
Look, this is weird, man. It's like AI. Like I'm not
This
real.
light also right here changes colors. It's like, see?
Yeah. No,
That
but
looks-
I
that looks
I
like
got
common.
a you can bend it around and stuff like that. And I'm just letting you guys know I'm not real because watch, I'm gonna disappear. 1, 2.
Is it pretty much a ring light?
Yeah, no, it's just a lamp. I can't even show it to you because it won't let me.
Yeah.
Maybe if we had,
Okay,
There
I can
it
see
is.
it now.
there we go.
I can see it now.
You see a little bit of it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still learning this stuff, y'all.
We
I've
all-
never done this.
Most of us are. I mean, I'm not good with tech
I
stuff.
also got
and I
this
don't
light
really try to
from
be good with
today.
tech stuff. I would rather go fishing.
Yeah.
I got that
Yeah.
light today in the mail.
I would think that would be good for like you see those fancy loop lights or whatever for lighting, and it's not like it's just white light, right? They're putting out different colors, I guess, to prevent
Oh, yeah,
shadows.
Indeed.
Because I'm
indeed.
pure white because I'm like Irish and Scottish. So if I put a light on me, it just like reflects. You can't see anything. So
Yes,
I
sir.
definitely need some other color lights here.
Yes, sir.
That color right there is my most favorite color so far.
I can't see it. Where is it?
It's not broadcasting, bro. It's not
Yeah.
coming out.
That's lime green.
Oh,
green.
okay. I see. Yeah.
This color went back to blue.
My older boy's got the LED lights that like you put up the corners of the room
Yeah.
and all that. He's got that like all over his room, and he's
Mm.
got
I
all
used to
his
have
pets
one,
confused.
but every
'cause it's
time I
like-
hang them on the wall, it falls down.
Yeah, it depends on like what like paint you have on. It's like they sometimes hold better than others. So yeah, some of his spots have fallen off, but it's great. It's surprising how well that lights up the room. There's little LED strands. Like he doesn't need any other light in his room. And down here, the wiring is all screwed up in our basement because it's like, a 100-year-old farmhouse. So I'm thinking it's just like heck with the electric running here because it's either gut this thing for the third time in 12 years and fix the wiring or just put the LEDs and leave the other lights off. I'm thinking going with the LEDs, to be honest with you. It might be a quick fix and get us through another 10 years. Wait till the kids are going.
If y'all don't mind me asking though, how do I turn that green screen thing off? Because that's not my house. I don't even know how to do. I just happened to come in here and that's what it
So
showed.
it must be like, I would think you have to go to StreamYard, but I'm not sure. I just found StreamYard myself a couple shows ago.
Oh, wait. I think I figured it out. Hold on one second.
I've never come into a StreamYard, but it should be
Boom.
settings,
I
virtual
figured it out.
background.
This is my real house. I just figured it out, I think.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, it's my kitchen in the
There
background
you
over there.
That's cool.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's cool. Let me check chat.
Anyway, any fin is possible. I want to say, man, did you happen to go on my live?
Which today?
No, sir. It was yesterday, actually the day before. It was my my first 1,000 subscriber live, and then I
No,
gave
I'll see you later, Anthony. I'm going to be right back in a minute.
all right,
I don't
Colby.
think I caught it, be honest with you, just because I got stuck working in the office.
It's cool. It's cool. Yeah.
I will definitely go back and watch it though.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. It was
all right.
uneventful. I'm not 100% sure, but I think scammers got the win because I didn't set the time. I didn't set the rules up.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't know.
Did you already send it out? Like,
Yeah. I'm a man of my word.
yeah.
It was a $100 giveaway, so I set the
sucks.
rules up, and I didn't want to change it last second, so I was just like,
Yeah, we were doing giveaways, but luckily, like we hardly had any subscribers at the time, and we were just doing like little tiny things. And it was my son was like 7 at the time, wanted to give
Right.
away lures, so we'd pick like one lure, we'd take it out fishing, we'd buy 2 of them, take it
Yeah.
out fishing, show people, and then give it away. So nobody really cared enough to hack it. But
That's cool.
I didn't. Same thing. I got to figure out how to avoid that stuff before we start doing it.
That's cool stuff, man.
I didn't want to attract a bunch of people that were only there for giveaways either, because then you get that like big influx of people, and then
I
what?
definitely got that. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes it's good. I mean, I'm not going to lie either. I do shorts mainly for that purpose. We probably got close to 100 subs in the last 2 weeks just from shorts, and it's
Wow.
material that I throw away. So now instead of just throwing it away, I look through the video and I just try to pull out minute videos. But like, if it's something that I don't mind watching again, and I think it's a cool memory to have with me and my kids, then I'm going to put it out there. If I think it's crap, I won't do it,
Indeed, man. Indeed.
But yeah, the whole algorithm thing in YouTube is kind of crazy. Like you see some of these videos with like a million things, and it's like, I swear half of it is like do something so crazy that it looks stupid.
Right.
And that gets more views than something like, wow, that really looks cool. Because it doesn't know whether you like it or not. It just measures like eyes on the screen and watching it and looking at it. And I found myself getting like sucked into some of that stuff where you're like, that can't be right. I know that's fake. Let me see how. And that's what they want. They want you to take that look because and you're looking, and they can put an advertisement up there, and that's where the value is coming from.
There's no telling how to navigate that until you get, into it. There's a lot of big channels that get, videos recommended. Like even the last few videos I put up, it was like, you go on there and you look at the algorithm. Well, when I say algorithm, I'm looking at the analytics, and you look at the percentage of folks that actually clicked on it, and there's no recommended. But I have had a few videos that are on the recommended thing. I got like one video I had was just me. I mean, this is no lie. I went to a random pier, and I took a GoPro and I turned it on and I stuck it with I laid down on the boat ramp, and it was not a pier, but it was a boat ramp. And I laid down on the boat ramp and I just stuck the camera underneath there for like 2 minutes. And somehow that one is one of my top videos on my,
yeah, right.
That
sounds familiar.
And then no editing and anything. I just put it up there. Say I stuck a GoPro under this pier, and this happened. And then
let's say hi to Jeff Beal. He just popped up here with
Jeff,
us.
what's up, man?
What's up, guys? How's everybody doing?
Josh snuck in here too. Josh is over with Carp and Catfish Baits, Tricks and Techniques.
Cool. So
awesome.
You're from Florida, you said, right? So what do you fish for? You fish for like snakeheads, catfish? What part of Florida?
I fish for anything. I'm in South Florida, man. Southeast Florida. Like about an hour north of West Palm Beach.
Oh, that's great.
But
a lot of sheephead.
Oh yeah. I got a video up right now. I just did a couple weeks ago. And we went sheepshead fishing right off the beach there, but we caught some margates too. You know what margates are?
I have an idea, but explain it to me.
They're in the same family as sheepshead, I think, or in the drum family, but they're not drum. They're not black drum or anything like that. But and they don't have sharp teeth. Their mouth has no teeth in them. But I think they're more of in the drum family. But I'm telling you, this sucker was big, and it was like pulling me over, man. It was like, but super tasty fish. It's called a margate. Yeah. It was it turned into a species. Not only did we sheepshead, like big sheepshead, nice ones, 20 plus inch, sheepshead.
Curbside, thanks for coming in. He's got to run. Appreciate it. I know it's late there.
All right, take my dog out real quick. Nice, man. Yeah, I'm planning on going to Clearwater next year. So talking to Florida. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, Clearwater's right on the other side of the peninsula from where I'm at.
Right.
It's good stuff, man. Just come down and be ready to rock. If you're going to Clearwater, make sure you check out and look for the Skyway Bridge. Like Google
Okay.
that or type in Skyway Bridge fishing on YouTube.
Okay.
It's a great bridge. It's a massive bridge that goes across the Tampa Bay, and
Nice.
there is a bridge, like there's the road bridge that cars drive on, but paralleling that is a bridge you can walk out and just drop down and fish. It's a great fishing spot. If you're going to Clearwater, Skyway Bridge is a must visit, man. It's a staple.
I'm laughing at Dan River talking about how to not abbreviate fishing frustration UK. Leave a space between FF and
yeah. He's like, fuck. I don't know what. Sorry, I didn't know what that meant. I was like,
So what's up? Are you guys going out to the Stony Creek cleanup day on the 25th?
I'm not sure but that's this Saturday too, right?
Coming Saturday. Yeah. I'm going to have.
They put it on Mentor Day.
I can make it all.
On Mentor Day.
Oh, of course. So you want to wait till 2:00? That's when they're going to start stocking the fish around 1-ish. So they might. So I can tell you where to go. Where, you know.
Yeah, we always
catch
go
some fish.
local because I take my older son, and he's not going to stay out long, so I take him out with us too, and he goes out and fishes a little bit, and then when he's done, I drop him off, and then Kev and I will go.
And head back out, do your thing. Nice. That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be definitely going to be out on opening day. I'm going to attempt to go live. I'm not sure how I'm going to pull this off yet. I suppose I'll bring my small little tripod, hook up to, and let it go for like, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours. See how that rolls.
I've been thinking about doing it live with like trout, and it's like, you know, we move around so much.
Exactly.
That's why it's like, dude, I'm not even a catfisherman. I'm like, oh, we'll go carp and catfish. That's like the only time I think of doing it because at least I'm semi. And even then, we move a lot, so it's tough. I don't
it's like too much package. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a lot of material, a lot of crap to carry because we're always shooting videos too, not just live. So
yeah, you just digging a hole, man.
Just real. Are you guys like local to each other? Like
yeah, Jeff's not too far from me. We both belong to Stony Creek Anglers, like a nursery near us that raises trout. They get in like fingerlings and raise them and then stock. And
yeah, exactly. So they have like I'm taking a wild guess, 10 to 15 pens. They pull water out of the well, and they it pretty much the water is constantly recycling, so it's never polluted or stagnant.
Custom screen printing in Wild Japan snuck in here. What's going on, guys? Thanks for coming in. Yeah,
that's awesome.
In the middle of Norristown, Pennsylvania. You know, it's a place you would not think of seeing trout. And it's the state hospital, the old state hospital grounds.
Right.
I went to high school literally across the street from the place, right at Norristown High. It's the most like unusual spot to find like a trout nursery. And there they are pulling spring water at like 55 degrees out. And
wow.
Got this whole system right there. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, and being that they're in that area, they're probably inoculated, right, with the hospital thing right there.
Yeah, which is nice because I like to catch bait before I go fishing for flatheads, and it's always plentiful.
Oh yeah,
never run out.
What's your favorite bait for flatheads?
Well, I got multiple. I like sunnies, live sunny, cut sunny. I like trout, live and cut. I like suckers, live and cut. I like creek chubs, live and cut. Eel, I'm getting into the eel. Like if you fish a Potomac River,
that's what I was going to ask. Eel is like if you monster flatheads or blue cats, man.
Yep.
Eel, yeah.
Wild Japan said they're out with the micro rod. Wild Japan is, as you would guess, in Japan. I just watched a video this morning. Him fishing on his way to work off of this little embankment, which is pretty wild. And they caught some type of a chub there.
Cool.
It's pretty cool. Dan River said the white perch run is a good time to live stream. Yeah, I hear there's white perch pile up. I know just from our lake up at the Green Lane Reservoir. And we catch when they're running hundreds of them. It's insane.
Oh, that's good to know because you can use them for bait too. So
yeah,
pretty much
I
anything.
used to have a guy that would be asking me for them. he was like, "I'll take you out on the Delaware." We were going to exchange trips for like, I was going to give him bait for like a trip for stripers, you know?
Oh yeah,
Like, yeah, man, hit me up.
brilliant.
But it's hard keeping them alive, you know. Like you got to have the system in place. Like we need to rig up a cooler with like aeration, like a big cooler.
Oh, you talk about for shad, right?
I was thinking for the white. He wanted white perch to take out on the Delaware.
Oh, okay.
Because I was
Yeah,
catching
well, the dude in Philly, you should bring him down when the Stony Creek used to have the catfish tournament. You would just have a round bucket. You don't want no corners, and then they should be able to survive with like 2 aerators in there. Just pump that full blast, you're good to go.
Yeah.
They'll last all night.
I have like a big marine cooler that I just have a like a pump in each side of it with PVC on the back. And
DIY live
in there, but he needs to have his own. I'm not giving him that.
a DIY live well, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? You want to see a DIY live well? Hold on. I'll show you what
man.
possibly in the works.
Fisher
two
Puss,
things here.
Good night. Thanks for coming. He's going off to bed.
All right, I got this right here.
Yeah, let's check it out, man. What you got?
Can you see that? Can you see that?
It's a little it looks like a metallic pink.
Hold on.
Like a pond filter, like a pond liner.
It's a pond liner. I'm
Nice.
going possibility to put that in the ground or go on in the backyard in the process of cleaning it up for the spring.
Yeah.
And, hold on, I gotta turn the light back on.
Yeah, I want to put a pond in this year. Actually, I dug out a fire pit, dug it out so deep on the
see this one?
hillside. I want to put a pond in it.
Oh
instead.
yeah, that's a big water tank right there.
Yep.
Liquid tank. Yeah.
It's 250 gallon. So it's gonna be one or the other. So I don't know. If I want to use this one, I might give that to the Stony Creek anglers. We'll see. The only thing I'm afraid of, it gets too hot in the summertime, I'll lose all my fish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dan River is saying there's some great fishing spots, trout fishing in Norristown. Yep, Stony Creek, Kepner Creek, good creeks. Beautiful. Stony, I grew up on Stony and it was so polluted, nasty creek. It's amazing what the anglers got done there over the years, man. That place was, you wouldn't even want to walk in it. Now it's beautiful. Beautiful little stream.
Wow.
Yeah, they stock brownies, rainbows, and brookies. So
Wow, they stock them there?
oh yeah. And
That's cool.
They hold over too. They hold over pretty good there. You know, they get fished hard, but it stays pretty good, especially up in some of the fall area where they built that.
I know I live in Florida now, but I'm actually a Carolina guy. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not a
Carolina. Okay.
I've been there since I was like 9 years old.
Yeah. I'm not a Florida man. I'm a Carolina guy, but I'm transplanted to Florida temporarily because I like coming here, but I still love to go to Florida. Or sorry, I love to go to North Carolina, go back home, and I hope that makes sense. I'm sorry, but we had a lot of fishing.
Let's go. Distracting.
Wild Japan finally got a pail chub for the tournament when micro fishing yesterday. So
what exactly is microfishing?
micro fishing is, I would like, in my mind, it's kept at simplest form, tiny fish. And when I talk about micro fishing, I'm talking something smaller than a trout hook. So I'm using size 30, size 28 hooks. So you're catching minnows, 2-inch fish. And like right now, we're competing in a multi-species competition. The best legal way to cheat is to go microfishing because you can catch all kinds of these minnows that are true minnows that don't get any bigger. You know,
well, I got a spot for you. I have a spot for you. They're like literally this big.
we have it in our yard. Like we have a creek in our yard, and I'm telling you, like microfishing, it's not easy because setting the hook is very difficult. Seeing the bite is very difficult. Tying the damn hooks are very difficult. But
yeah, I can imagine.
I think it's the best thing to get kids into because you can go to any creek. You can take a kid to any creek in their neighborhood, and there's going to be minnows in there, right?
Right.
So why not let them fish? Get them a nice little micro setup where they can go in, and if you can catch a minnow, you can catch anything because now you know like what other fish are eating, and
If you don't mind me asking anything, okay? So you're saying you catch a little killifish and stuff like that with a hook?
Yep, killifish,
That's
chubs, dace.
crazy.
My son caught a black-nosed dace yesterday. It was 2 inches on a sick day. He stayed home from school because he was sick. Yeah.
Smart.
That's insane.
I'm going to go get the hook. I'll show you. You're not going to
Yeah,
even get to
let's
see it.
I want to see it. That's crazy. I've never heard of that. Like,
Yeah,
so
I never did either. Micro fishing. That's
micro.
great. Speaking of that, I'm going to fish. That's awesome.
I want to.
So these are my big ones. These
Yeah, I
are
got you.
size.
That's a good.
20. You see them down there?
Oh my god! Yeah, a little tiny circle.
Yeah,
Hook.
can you take one out, put it like next to a piece of paper, or put it in your hand? They
I'll
put
lose
like a
3 of them
penny.
when I do
They
it,
put
but
like
I'll
a
do
penny
it.
or something next to it as a comparison.
I bet. No, I bet.
I
the
buy
penny
these
is
all
better.
the time and I lose them. They're so small. I just don't even know where they went.
Now, what kind of rod? What test line do you use? Like
1 pound test is usually the leader. So
Wow.
I'll use like 6 or something thick up top and then run the last foot with the leader on it. I'll show you what I mean. It
What do you
depends. You
mean
can use
leader?
like a cane
You
pole.
starfish, man, just like you'll be catching.
Custom, thanks for
catching
coming in. I
leaders, if
appreciate
you're
everyone
catching-
coming in, guys. I really do.
If you're catching 1-inch fish, what do you need a leader for? Just curious.
Yeah,
Well,
check
just
it out.
because they can, like a tiny little fish like that won't even come near. They're not dumb. They will not come near a thick line at all.
Yeah.
And they got a bite. You ain't snagging them.
That's amazing. I never thought about this before.
Where's the?
Hey, we're going. Oh my! Are you
Wow.
serious?
You weren't kidding.
Look at it. Look at the size of that hook, y'all, compared to his fingernail.
How many times do you twist that line before you pull it tight?
Tying the damn thing is like
That's
horrible.
mind-boggling to me.
Can you,
I
can
just
you
feel
tie
like
one? Let's see. Can you do it?
What's that?
Can you tie a line right now, or is it really difficult?
I would be so stressed out. I do it like one time.
You
Give me a
gotta
shot.
break-
You'll break it off, and I will
Magnifying glass.
scream. I'm like,
I think that's
It-
really cool, though. That's an
I'll show you
adventurous
the
little-
rod. I mean, I like to use like if I'm going to go for like I'm on a spot, I'm going to use like a cane pole, but that's hard to get around. I like to use this ice fishing pole. Let me grab it.
We have brim busters in North Carolina.
Probably use something like this.
Yeah. But we have brim busters. They're like, they can be like 10, 12 foot long, and they're just no rod guides or anything. You just tie it has a tip on the end.
Oh, cool. Doesn't stop.
So let me unhook it. It's even hard to hook the darn.
Yeah,
This
I
one's
gotta
got a
see
little
it.
hook on
This
it.
is crazy. This is crazy. But I can't, man.
Micro fishing.
Micro.
So I
Okay.
have
Bobbler.
Look at the size of that
I use like a
bobber.
thingamabobber, which is like that is my strike
like-
indicator
Great.
because you can't see the hook, right?
Right.
So all you're going to see is this like a subtle little change,
What the
and then you set the hook, hoping it's there. So I
Right.
run this down. I put the 1 pound on the end, and I'll run.
That's wild.
I put where's that little tiny bead right there?
That's
Yeah,
a bead.
yeah.
Nice.
That's your weight?
That's
Yeah.
my weight right there.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
a
little
key shot.
split
Yep.
shot.
And
Yeah.
then
30
my
second
hook is somewhere in there.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, we've caught like 5 or 6. Wild Japan, they are really good at the micro fishing too. He's caught quite a few micros, and in Japan, it's actually a big thing. Like in the Japanese culture of fishing, I forget what they call it. I know Wild Japan and I think Dylan's his name, just had this
I'm gonna-
conversation.
I'm
But
gonna
they
be
have
honest.
like a name for it. You try to catch the smallest fish, not the biggest fish. There.
Yeah, there was a hook set, like a whole entire set that I bought on
Exactly.
eBay one time. And like the hooks, when you got them, they didn't have the ice that you can put the
Yeah.
line in it. It was just like a little square thing at the end of it, and you had to tie your knot a certain way to where it would catch.
Tim said, imagine tying those with cold fingers. Imagine tying them with cold fingers and being 45 and I can't even see the hole or the line.
Sorry, I didn't mean to be so loud, but yeah, that's whoever that
Tanago.
was.
It's called Tanago, Wild Japan said. To catch the
Tanago.
small fish.
Yeah, I don't see the live chat, but that's awesome.
That's Blog. Thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
That's crazy. I'd never even thought about that.
Catfish bumps at size 8 is as small as I go. I mean, that's literally why Nets said a busy day here in Hong Kong. Awesome. Hope it's a fun busy day. Nets is from Hong Kong.
You know what? I
great
tell you
channel.
what. I think with all this, I'm gonna have to do some research, and I might try to catch me my smallest fish.
What's
It's,
your personal best?
My personal best.
Yeah, small one, I guess.
I know
Personal
one time I
best,
caught a
right?
snook about this big on a beetle spin, like the little beetle spins.
Uh-huh.
They have- I don't know if y'all know
Thanks,
what those
Nets.
are.
He's
Yeah.
only cute when he sleeps.
But I indeed, I'm intrigued by that. I want to.
It started with us, like, because my son keeps catching pets and he has turtles all over the place. Like, I'm not catching nothing. You better go catch your minnows and feed them. And that's where it started.
Just curious. I'm not trying to show my channel or anything like that. But a few weeks ago, there's a pond right like 4 blocks up to that from my house, and I did a chum cam where I dropped I dropped my GoPro down on this little makeshift thing that I made, and it was I put bread inside of this mesh bag,
Right.
and then I walked away from it and I left it alone. And all
Awesome.
these fish was coming out and tearing it up, and everything, turtles and all kinds of stuff. But I know for a fact there's a lot of killifish there. Like we have in Florida and in the South, we have. And I don't know if they have them up north, but they're called killifish.
We have killifish in the freshwater and brackish water right out in the bays. Yeah, we caught them with the what the heck are they? Moochie mungs or something. There's a couple other minnows that live backwater. We went down the shore in December. It was like a 60-degree day. We ran down there and we caught a bunch of micros, but killifish were one of them.
Wow.
That's not bad.
Wow, that's a whole new world I never heard about. I'm glad I clicked in here, man. That's really cool.
It's fun.
That's the thing. You think you know it all, but you don't. You always learn something new.
I mean, I saw it one time and I was like, this is crazy. I mean, it's addicting. I went out there thinking like, I'll teach my kid to do it, but it's right on our property. So like, it's this little tiny creek, and I'll be darned, man, it's fun. You go down there, have a couple beers, and try to catch a couple minnows,
bro.
It's a good time.
No, you already got me intrigued. I'm gonna as soon as I get off the phone with you, I'm gonna be looking for some back on little tiny.
The loser got to swallow the fish.
Yeah,
Uncle Bill
No,
came
joking,
in.
joking.
literally
Story time with Uncle Bill.
pinhead size hooks.
Thanks, bud. I appreciate Uncle Bill coming in. Appreciate it. Man.
I think I lost him.
I don't know how to see the chat while I'm doing this.
Catfish bum. Nice.
Oh, I think I can see the chat now, but
I couldn't tell you. I have to go on some other channels through StreamYard. I just haven't done. I'm so darn busy. Like I rushed home tonight to like pop on here. I do want to do that just so that I can see what like you guys when you come up here see, so I can hear you better.
Hey, I don't want to ruin your show with my dog, but thank you for letting me hop on.
We're not going to be here much longer, but thanks for coming up, Jeff. If anything changes, I'll let you know with Saturday. I would like to get down there and do it.
Yeah, are you on Facebook?
Newsletter today?
Are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I'm not on there a lot, but I'm on there as Anyfin, and then I think I have just under Robert May.
Okay, I'll look for you and I'll send you a request, and we can exchange the number since you're not on Facebook.
Yeah, cool. All right.
All right, sounds good. Hey,
Have a
see
good
you
night,
guys.
Jeff.
all right.
Good night.
Have a
Bye.
blessed night, Jeff.
Thank you much. Bye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think I'm going to wrap it up here. I try to usually run till about 8, and then I got to get caught up on the homework, make sure the kids are set for school tomorrow. Oh, Random Fishing came in. I totally missed you. Random Fishing is an awesome channel. Like if you're trying to figure out how to do a YouTube channel and you're worrying too much about doing like cool angles and all this stuff, and I don't want to belittle his channel because he probably works a lot harder than it looks, but the dude just rolls out and is like, well, we're going to see what we can catch today, and just casts in. And it's like so simple. And it's like, I will not miss his videos when they come out because it's no BS. It's just him fishing. It's real. It's not like he's just going to show you some monster catch that he caught once. It's cool.
IND got to check him out, man. I got to check
Yeah.
him out.
Random fishing. He's from out like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania area, not too far west of me.
Hey, brother, I'm gonna bust out of here so you can
Sounds good.
say bye to your fans.
Sounds good, Random. Thank you.
Hey, great
Glad you
live,
came
man.
up.
Good job, huh?
Glad you came up. You're welcome up anytime.
Yes, sir. Have a blessed
good
night.
night.
Okay.
All
All
right.
right.
Guys in chat, I appreciate everybody coming in. So much awesome support with this channel. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get better at balancing everything out. It's just like so many things being thrown at you. I know I miss you guys in chat sometimes, and man, I appreciate every one of you. Awesome people. So yeah, if you guys are watching, please look through the live chat feed and link up to people if you're not linked up already. And I'm going to get up out of here right now. Thank you guys for an awesome night. Appreciate every one of you. Peace.